Hi everyone. Hi, welcome. Good morning. Good Happy New Year. Welcome to the first stream of 2020, the new decade. We are starting off with the music stream. And what better than Music Monday stream? Okay, so let me give you the rundown of what I need to catch you guys up on. So on my Instagram, I decided to do a challenge to myself where I write one song every day, and I did this for 10 days. I wanted to do it for longer, then I just told myself, nah, I can't. I can't. Okay, so either way, here I'll throw on a song in the background for you guys. Which one was it? I think it was this one. Yeah, this is it. This is one of my favorite songs. It's Lily Pads by Ben Prunty, going into the Subnautica Below Zero soundtrack. But anyway, welcome to the stream. Thank you all for taking time to be here today. Yeah, I got some new music to show off from this project, from this challenge that I did. So, yeah. We'll let people come in here while we play music in the background. I can't remember the last time I streamed. It was... Oh, wait, was it Christmas? I don't know if Christmas is the last time I streamed. Hang on. No, wait, it wasn't Christmas. I think it was that week or something like that. Okay, either way, welcome to the stream. So, left notification. My girlfriend's blowing up my iPad right now with texts. So, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit more. There we go. So, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Music Mondays. If you're not familiar with this, it's where I debut music that I've been working on recently. It's one of these fun experiments where it's part of it's part of a attempt of me trying to put my work out there, showing what I can do in such a limited amount of time, because we do this usually every few weeks. I try to strive for at least once a month. Sometimes that doesn't work. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's been way too long since a Music Monday. I've been working a lot, so I need to come back with it. And so, I'm Noah. I write music on GarageBand, iOS. Recently, recently, in terms of music, I got, as of December last year, it's super weird to say last year. As of December last year, my YouTube channel has grown large. It's gotten almost twice as big, which I'm super happy about. And the one reason for that was that I wrote a song. I wrote the song that you're hearing right now. I remade it in GarageBand, and I posted it to the internet as part of a challenge commemorating the loss of the Barrel from the Unis Honest channel. And so the internet, I submitted it, and the internet decided that they loved it. And so I got featured in the video, and that got me even more views and subscribers, which just blew me away. The video is at, I think, 20,000 views, almost at 20,000 views. It's at 19.5. So anyway, so yeah, that's that. I think we are ready to jump into the music stuff now, what I've been working on. So I think I should probably go down the order right now, which I have no idea what order it is. So, come with me and we'll be in a world of pure confusion. Something, sorry, okay. I need to quickly find what tracks I did. Which one's this? Oh no, 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 not that one. Um, what was it? Oh, here it was. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off now. I'm gonna get confused. So what I like to do is I like to stream on the software called Omelet Arcade, which has a bit of a delay. So what I'm doing on my iPad right down here. Wait, right down here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wait, hang on. Right down here. Right down here. My iPads are right here. What I do on my iPad will be delayed from what you see right here. Nope, right here. Right here. In the corner. So I may like say something that relates to current time, but then it may happen like a few seconds later. That's just what happens. I hate that it happens, but like it's necessary. No, not necessary. It just sucks. Let me put on my Bluetooth headphones very quickly. Connect them. Oh, you know what? I probably should do this very quickly. Hang on. Thank you. I'm also getting a little sick, so I may be constantly clearing my throat every now and then. Okay. Let's put that back. There we go. Okay. So, this is the first song that I wrote for this one song a day challenge. So anyway, yeah, that was the first submission for. Then like this, all this just got posted to my Instagram story. It's still there now. If you go to Instagram at timetraveler.65, I believe. Was it time.traveler65? Let me look that up. I'm very bad at remembering my own social media handles. So if you go to time_traveler65, that's where you will find my Instagram, where I post a lot of music. I post a lot of updates. And really, all this is just an attempt to like possibly find someone interested in listening to my music, because I don't do any of this for work or anything. I want to in the future, but you can't really do that without putting yourself out there and showing what you can actually do. So going back to this piece, I wrote this. What was it? The Friday. No, I wrote this Thursday, December 17th, or was it the 18th? Let's see. So I wrote this on the 19th, right here. And that's important to keep track of because we did all this, skipped Wednesday, Thursday, I think, and then I started falling out. So, that's that. This song was sort of inspired by the FTL song I was listening to at the time, which was it Civic, I think? Was it Civic? FTL Civic? I'm gonna look that up very quickly on Spotify. Oh no, was it Civil FTL? I think it was Civil, right? Was it Civil? Not crap. Alright. Nope. problems. Spotify account keeps getting hacked for some reason. Was it civil though? I think it was. I'm not quite sure. Let me hear again. Yeah, it was civil. You can hear it in the chord progression. That was that. Very quickly, let's pause that. Segueing into what is next, the next day, another earworm got into my head, and it was Federation, which led me to make this piece right here. This one's just a bunch, just like 3 tracks on loop, or 40 measures. And so yeah, that's just the entire thing. And pull back the headphones again. So I got this one from Federation, which if you scroll down here, somewhere towards the bottom, I thought. Yes, right here. You can hear it in the bass almost. I don't know what it is about the FTL soundtrack. Like, it's from 2012, but like such an amazing soundtrack. Because I've been practicing my idols in the music making industry. you guys get the point. That was again another one of my inspirations for day 2. I completely forget what day 3 was. Hang on. Oh, dang, I hate when this happens. It duplicates files. Was that day 3? I don't remember. Well, let me quickly check my Instagram and tell you that. That's day 1. Day 2 was this. Oh, that was day 3. Okay. I did not think that was day 3, but apparently it is. Alright, so. Bluetooth headphones. Yikes. Okay, so this one I wrote based on a previous piece that I have written. I just changed it up a bit and thought, okay, I need to add like a different kind of melody. And I did. That barely ended up going anywhere. Let's put that back on. Okay, cool. So this is my day 3 piece. It's nothing too special. It's really weird, actually. This may sound like a piece that I've written before. It's called, what was it? Tears of the Deep, I think. It had potential. And I see that. It had a lot of potential, but I just didn't know where to go with it. I wrote this and I was like, just sitting in my bed at like 9 o'clock at night. I was like, oh, I need to get something up before like I lose track of everything. That was day 3. I forget what day 4 was. Oh, day 4 was just a melody on the piano. Day 5, I forget what day 5 was. Hang on. Day 5. Oh, yes. Day 5 was my favorite. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Is this it? I think it is. Yes, this is it. Okay, cool. I have so many... this is just like a giant mess. Anyway, this is probably one of the best songs to write. And this was so fun to write. Once I had the idea, I just sort of ran with it. Like, I had this idea while I was bathing my dogs, and I couldn't write it down for the life of me because my hands were covered in dirt and filth. And so it took everything in me to like not touch my iPad while I was thinking of this. Anyway, here is the piece. I think it's super cool. Okay, so I know that's super short, but like that was the best. That was the best in my opinion. Out of all that I've done, that was the best in my opinion. Like, because like the way that I was able to like just use this is like it was mainly revolving around the bass at the very beginning, the bright swelling synth, which we can hear in a few seconds. It was just a pattern, and I really liked it. So that was that. And then I was like, well, this needs to have something else to it. So I added the Endless Ocean on top of it. In like a bit of a harmony that sat on top of the bass. So then it sounded a bit like this. And then I decided that I needed another bass instrument to transition into the next part, which ended up being the Colossal Synth bass with a lot of echo and reverb on it. It's like a certain pattern. I think it's ambient delay that's on it. Either that or it's dark eighths. No, I think it's actually dark quarters. I think it's dark quarters. Let me check that. Oh no, it's just quarter note, not dark quarters. Okay. So that was cool. And then I wanted a guitar. Like, I wanted like some kind of guitar, and I couldn't put the right echo on it, so I had to like manually make an echo using automation and note repetition, which ended up sounding really cool, and I really liked it. It may not be perfect, and I realize that, but it's still cool. And so then I wanted a bell melody on top of that, and that ended up being this. So then put them all together, it sounds like this. And then I thought, well, this doesn't sound ready yet. There's something missing. And then I decided to add a crash cymbal. Added with, I think, a bass? No, wait, no. Not a bass. Yeah, bass drum. Yeah, no, I think I left that part out. Yeah, okay, yeah, I was right. I left that part out. So, I wanted to include a crash at the very beginning and then at the transition to add a bit of flair and percussion to it. Because I realized it was a bit dry. I could have added a bit of percussion if I wanted to. But I don't know what was running through my head at the time. Okay, and that's that. That was day 5, and that was probably the best thing I've ever done. Next was, I remember. Where did it go? It was a remake. Kelp Caves remake. Here it is. So for this one in particular, I created this a long time ago, but then I accidentally deleted it while cleaning out my files, and so I had to rewrite it. And I decided that that day I was gonna rewrite it. So for day 6, which I think was New Year's Eve, right? We should be at New Year's Eve right now, right? Well, let's see. We got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this was New Year's Eve. Well, yeah, New Year's Eve. And I wasn't gonna post that night, and I didn't. I ended up pushing it to like the 26th maybe. But anyway, this was the remake that I decided to do, and it's currently still a work in progress, but ignore this last part. That was a failed attempt at trying to do the next section. Then I just gave up for the night and said, "Oh, all right, I'm posting it." So this piece was very interesting to write because I didn't really know like what the chord, like what. Well, first off, this section right here was originally an arpeggiated synth, so it's intriguingly hard to rewrite a pattern. To rewrite an arpeggiated pattern. But going down, you'll see the 808 flex, which was the nope, don't do that. Which was the hi-hats. And I'll tell you, nothing's harder than trying to write triplets in 4/4 time. It just doesn't work for some reason. And I don't know why it doesn't work, but it just likes to be a pain, and I had to manually like do 3 3 4 3. So those triplets were the hardest thing in the world. One of my favorite parts is probably when we come off this last loop. And then we get into the art duos, because the art duos sound super cool, in my opinion. Like, that was just a cool sound that I found, and I was lucky to have it. Because it sounds bomb. Like, just something about the art duo was super fun to play with. And it was after I put this in that I quickly went back to my or no, wait, no, it was the other way around. After I wrote day 2, which was the dark melody. No, was that day 3? It was day 3. Writing the dark melody. I added the Arduo to this one because I really liked it. So that was day 6. What was day 7? Oh, crap. Oh, I'm forgetting left and right. Hang on. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. There was no day 7. That's right. Day 7 was Christmas. Day 8 was... Day 8 was a, It was an audio file. Hang on. Let me... Can I open it in Audacity? I don't think I can. I didn't save it in the Audacity files. Open... This isn't it, is it? Oh, it is! What are the odds? Okay, so... This is day 8 right here. I almost hit stop streaming by accident. Day 8 was this right here, which is Lily Pads by Ben Prunty. But it's 8D audio. And I love 8D audio a lot because it is so fun to do, like to make, and then it's fun just to hear because it sounds like it's swirling around in your head. So without further ado, I'm gonna let you guys listen to this. I use this in the intro scene, but I still wanna let you guys listen to it anyway. Oh, no headphones. So yeah, that was that was a super fun project to write. Yeah, I really like that song. That's such a nice song to listen to. Um, next piece is a bit of a train wreck, and I realized that. Um, I was trying to go for something a little bit different. I was trying to write a percussion piece more than anything. It was supposed to be mainly revolving around percussion, and I put a melody on top, and I do not like it at all. So like it was one of those things I wrote at like 10 o'clock at night, and then I decided to publish it, and then I realized in the morning, oh wait, this does not sound as good as I thought it was. It was like when you it's like those examples of when you see like a drunk person texting, and then they wake up the next morning sober, and they're like, oh, why did I text that? It's me, but like it was just tired. It was just the tiredness of the day. I forget what I was doing that day. But it was just being tired, and then all of a sudden they'd be like, oh crap, why did I write this? So anyway, switch it over here. This is the train wreck. That is music. Oh boy, that was something. So what I like to do usually is I like to hang on very quickly. Let me refresh the page. Okay, whatever. What I like to do is I like to just mute the parts and then just sort of build it up. So we'll see here. We'll start out with the compact. I'm just give that pattern a nice introduction. Then we'll move to the laser battle. And then we'll take out the compact. We'll add the modern 808. It's a good beat in my opinion. It's a nice beat in my opinion. Just the melody on top ruined it all. Because then we got... I want to actually hear the two together. You got that, and that is like a whole different thing. I really wanted to choose some obscure... My main motive of doing this was that I was gonna choose something like obscure drum pad machines that I haven't tried out before. Usually, I like to stick with hybrid knock and a little bit of modern 808 depending on what I'm writing, because I like the hi-hat that the pack has, and so I just sort of went with that and went like, okay, what has like a good beat to it? And so basically, I just took some patterns. As you can see here, we have a pattern. It's sort of like every other note, every other beat. And so then sort of taking that, I decided to do the same thing but with a different pack. And do a bit of a different pattern. but like keeping that same every other note or every other beat, like every eighth of a beat. Oh, my bad. And then came the laser battle, which I thought was the best one of them all, because it was an actually consistent beat that just went all the way through, and it had like the best sounding stuff because it sounded a bit retro. It sounded a bit sounded really interesting. It sounded more like a toy kit. And then I put that through the Bit Crusher, and I added these bit crushing sounds to it, and it really amped it all up. Like you can hear the 8-bit sounds, and I think the bass. Do we have a bass? No, wait. What the heck is this? What's that? Close hi-hat? Pedal hi-hat. Wait, no, what's making the bass sounds? Oh, there is a bass. It's up here. So you can really hear that in the bass. Of like it being 8-bit crushed and whatnot. So this was the last of the one song a day challenge. I don't think I've written anything else in the time because I've been so busy with that. It sort of ended on a low note. So for day 10, I just used a song that I played for you guys this morning. It was called what was it called? I forget. Wait, let me check. It's gonna come to me. It's oh wait, Stardust. It's called Stardust. Sounds a bit like this. Hang on, let me pull it back up again. Where is it? This is Stardust. So yeah, that's that. I think we are about done here. We are about to cross the hour line. So thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. But I got to tune out. Thank you so much for joining me for this first stream of the year, and for this, I guess it's gonna go up as a video then, because I know a lot of you came from the Unisans channel, from seeing my video seeing my video featured. That's the word I'm looking for. And so, to start off the year right, we're gonna start off with a Music Monday properly, not a stupid Tron remake. I was working on that. I posted that for a few friends to look at, and then somehow it ended up public. I was like, oh gosh, now I can't take it down. I mean, I can, but oh. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you so much for everything. Yeah, I'll catch y'all later. That was the most awkward outro I've ever done. Bye.